Okay, here's a good one. What if Sampson's miraculous spring is the source of the municipal water supply in Lehi, Utah? And what if everything you thought you knew about biblical geography is wrong, and the Bible stories we know didn't take place in the Middle East, but actually took place here in America? Here's a summary of what Scripture has to say about Sampson's miraculous spring. You can pause it to read. Judges says Samson went to Lehi to fight the Philistines. So to find the spring, we need to find Lehi. Judges tells us also that Samson killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of a donkey. Did you know that the word Lehi means jawbone, and that modern day Lehi is located on Lake Utah, and Lake Utah is also shaped like a donkey's jawbone? You can't make this stuff up. Here's a picture of a donkey's jawbone. And here are some pictures of Lake Utah. Now I need to do a shout out to one of my followers here because they're the one that pointed this out to me. I don't think I would have ever noticed this on my own, but when they pointed this out, I was able to put some other things I knew about Sampson's spring together, and I think I found the location. It's weird, right? Okay, so after Samson killed all the Philistines with the jawbone, he got really, really thirsty. And he called out to God and he said, God, after you helped me accomplish this amazing feat, are you just going to let me die of thirst now? So when I read this, I couldn't help but wonder, well, why doesn't he just go get a drink out of the big lake over there or a creek or something? But with a little research, I realized the water in Lake Utah is not drinkable. It's not safe to drink. In fact, even the Native Americans did not drink the water out of Lake Utah. The lake just doesn't have a natural filtration system like most lakes do, and it's shallow and muddy and prone to very toxic algae overgrowth. It's not safe for drinking, except maybe in emergency situations. Even the pioneers who settled the area had trouble finding enough fresh drinking water. They called the area Dry Creek for a while. Eventually, they were able to find a freshwater spring, but it had funny tasting water that tasted like sulfur. Well, did you know the Hebrew word used for water in the Bible when describing Samson's spring can be translated as pea water? So that tells us Samson's spring also tasted funny. So where's this spring? Scripture says God split a hollow place in the cheek of the jaw at Lehi and brought forth water. So that gives us a big clue. The Hebrew word for the spring means the one calling forth or miraculous spring. So this tells us a spring came out of the ground near the jawbone of Lehi or near Lake Utah. So at first I couldn't find this spring anywhere. I searched and searched, but then I realized it had been capped off and it was being piped to the city of Lehi, and that it was located 3/4 of a mile north from the shore of Lake Utah, right in the cheek of the jawbone. And there is still a monument there today in memory of where the spring was originally located. I'll show you where it is. It's right here at the cheek of the jawbone, just slightly inland from the lake. There is a small park and a monument there today in a neighborhood. It's a rather unremarkable place. It has some nice grass and a little stone monument with a sign on it. Not something anyone paid much attention to. But then if that's not enough, also before this story starts, Samson was up hiding in a cave in a high rock. And I believe that that cave could very easily be Timpanogos Cave, if I said that right, which is located no more than 10 miles from where the spring would have been located. In fact, you can still go there today and go on tours and go hiking. So, what do you think? Do you think this could be the location of Samson's miraculous spring?